I'm Barbara,
And I'm Joy.
and today's topic is working for the dogs.
The first time I worked with a client that was more interested in the size of the backyard for her dogs than for the house, I kind of rolled my eyes and then I dug in and said, okay, I'm going to find a house for these people, because how is that any different than the single guy who was more interested in being able to park his boat in the backyard than whatever the house looked like?
Right.
Or the person that wants extra bright sunny room for their cats.
And that brings me to a client that I had many years ago who told me right away that she does not evacuate for hurricanes, and we live in New Orleans, so that's an issue. And the reason being is because hotels won't take more than 3 or 4 cats, and I think she has 6. So we found her. In fact, it was one of your listings.
Yes.
She bought a house with a big porch and made that porch her cat porch, and then she had shelves installed at the windows and was happy as a clam about that house.
So the point is, whether people's interests are because they want special things for their pets, or it's really just what they want in a home, your job when you start working with an agent is to make 2 lists. The first one is, what are your needs? How many bedrooms and bathrooms do you need? What location do you need? Maybe specific, so you're not too far from work or because of where your kids are in school, and your price range. And then the second list is, what else do you want? A backyard that could accommodate a swimming pool. Maybe you'd like to be on a golf course. Maybe you want 3 acres of land. And we're going to dig in and do our very best to find that property. But sometimes you have to compromise.
Right. That brings me to my client that, this house was absolutely amazing. It was 2 stories, 4 bedrooms. It was in a very expensive neighborhood, and I went to show it to a client, and the reason they were moving was because the woman had a hip replacement, and they had a size of a closet living room, and they built the house. Now the kitchen was bigger than 3 bedrooms put together. The backyard, everything was tricked out, but she had no place to put a bed. And so they were moving for that because she saw herself having more surgeries, and she saw herself down the road not being able to go up those stairs.
And you found the right house for them.
Yeah, I did.
You found something better.
Yeah.
And then what about our friend who usually has between 7 and 9 dogs?
Not kidding, by the way. And she is an amazing rescue person. And she bought the house next door to where she lives. And when we asked her, why are you buying the house next door? And she said, well, I'm going to use it as a rental property, but the main reason that I'm buying it is because I want to knock down the fences and put them together, the yards. And she built a pool for her juvenile arthritis white lab, Sammy, so he could swim. I'm not kidding.
I'm sure all the dogs enjoyed the pool, though.
Yeah, that was a trip. So shout out to Keon.
So we do work for the dogs and the cats. Thanks for listening. Join us again soon.
Like and subscribe, and we'll have a new episode next week. And we do have a question of the day. We like to stump each other. The question is, what is your favorite festival? And we're in New Orleans, so we have a lot of festivals to choose from.
Oh gosh. We have festivals about strawberries and sweet potatoes and oysters and catfish. But I think I'm going to go with French Quarter Festival. It roams throughout the French Quarter. There's music locations in different areas, and there's tons of food all over the place. I think that's my favorite.
And it's also before Jazz Fest, so you kind of get the Jazz Fest vibe going. So I go to Mardi Gras every year, and I got this hat at the Bacchus Parade, and the theme was Louisiana fairs and festivals, and it has all of the festivals on this hat. It is super cute, and if anybody drops a comment in the notes and would like this hat, I'll be happy to ship it to you as long as it's not overseas. Anyway, it's really cute. But my favorite, I have my hair up today, but my favorite festival is going to be Jazz Fest, and it is crazy, I must admit, and it's getting crazier by the day. But it's my favorite. I've seen so many superstars there. I mean, where are you going to see Sting, Lenny Kravitz, and Paul Simon on the same stage?
Along with all the great Louisiana musicians and bands
food,
as
yeah,
well.
And all the food. So if somebody wants the hat, then send me your address and I'll be happy to ship it. So y'all have a great day, and we'll see y'all next week.